Mario Kart World just released, and with this being the first new mainline Mario Kart game since 2014, there was so much hype around this game, and of course with a ton of expectations as well. Not only that, but Mario Kart World is also the Switch 2's launch title, meaning it was the first chance Nintendo had to show us what this console's true potential is and what it has in store for us. Leading up to the release of Mario Kart World, however, there were some questions such as the controversial character select screen, the free roam mode, among other things, and now that the game's been out for a few days and I've had a chance to play through it, I'd like to give my thoughts on Mario Kart World and let you guys know if it's any good. So with that being said, yo guys, Crazy Tendo here, and if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as we are so close to 600 subscribers, so your contribution would not only help with that, but with helping me achieve my goal of 1000 subscribers by the end of the year. Alright, now with that being said, let's get straight into the video. So starting off with the tracks, we knew about every single track in Mario Kart World before release besides Rainbow Road. And I actually ranked every single track in this game before release, if you guys want to check that out. For the most part, I feel my pre-game ranking was actually pretty accurate, so if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. Mario Kart World features technically 30 tracks, 2 of them have separate variants, so giving us a total of 32 tracks across 8 cups. One of my concerns about the game before it came out was that maybe some of the tracks would feel kind of boring and too wide to accommodate for 24 racers, but honestly, I've been having a blast so far. There's never been a moment where I felt like, oh, the race is too boring or too slow, or there's too many players like next to each other, kind of, you get what I mean? Even during the intermission tracks, which I thought would be kind of boring, I'm honestly having a blast with those. I wasn't expecting them to be any good, but like I said, they are pretty fun. I mean, I do prefer doing the 3 laps per course over racing like through the intermission tracks to get to the next track in Grand Prix, but like I said, honestly it's not that big of a problem, and I still like it a lot. The gameplay is still fun, and honestly that's what matters the most. And some of the tracks like Peach Beach, which I expected to be kind of boring and lame, are still pretty fun, and honestly there isn't any true boring track in the game. If I had to pick a worst one, it would be SNES Mario Circuit, because, well, it's SNES Mario Circuit. But yeah, honestly the tracks are great, every single one of them has something to offer, and well, considering Mario Kart World has way less tracks than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the track selection they have is pretty great. Next, I want to talk about the characters and costumes. One of the biggest concerns before the game came out was this absolute mess of a character select screen. Costumes are separate entities on the select screen. It's not like, for example, you pick Mario and then get an option to pick one of his different costumes. They're just completely separate characters, which made absolutely no sense and still makes absolutely no sense. Thankfully, there is a sort button which allows you to have all the Mario costumes in one place and then all the Luigi ones and so on and so forth, but still they could have done a better job, and yeah, this character select screen isn't that great. The character selection itself is also interesting. We knew about this before the game came out. I think people were still hoping that there'd be some sort of extra characters available in the game that weren't shown off yet, like the Koopalings or stuff, but instead we got the dolphin. So yeah, but I mean, we do have the cow, which is probably one of the greatest things to ever happen in Mario Kart, and I've been maining the cow in Grand Prix. The way you unlock costumes though is kind of annoying. You get them through the Yoshi food, and basically it either just acts like a mushroom or there's a random chance it gives you a costume, but you have to be playing as a character that has a costume. So for example, when I'm playing as Cow and get the Yoshi food, there's no chance of me getting a costume because the cow doesn't have a costume. Honestly, they could have done something better with this. They could have tied the costumes to the free roam mode, made it some sort of reward. Oh well. As for the costumes themselves, I mean, just like with the tracks, we've seen all of this before the game came out, and I mean, I guess the selection is alright. It's not too bad, but it's not like game changing in my opinion. But for those people who are excited about it, well, good for you. I'm glad you guys are happy. I guess it is a nice to have, but personally I don't really care that much since, again, I'm maining the cow and cow has no costume, sadly. But now I gotta talk about the biggest part of Mario Kart World, which is free roam. And well, I think I speak for most of us when I say that when we saw free roam, we were expecting some story mode, some specific missions to accomplish and do, but all they showed off in the Mario Kart World Direct were the P-switches. And well, honestly, yeah, that's really it in the final game as well. No secret story mode or missions. And when I realized this, I was kind of bummed out. I thought free roam would be boring. So with that being said, I absolutely love free roam. There is no clear objective. You just drive around, have fun, mess around. The music is great that plays during free roam mode. I'm going to talk about that in a bit as well. The overall vibe of just driving throughout this massive world is just really, really fun. You can just hop on one of the race courses if you want to just like do a lap and then drive off, drive somewhere, just mess around, see other cars driving around, get bag items to try to get costumes, just try to find piece switches to do, because why not? It's honestly really, really fun. I told myself I would play like 10 minutes of free roam in between doing cups because I was kind of bored. I ended up playing free roam for 90 minutes and I did not even realize that much time went by. It is crazy. Free roam is so fun, even though there isn't really any clear objective you do. You press the free roam button and it doesn't tell you what to do. You're just there. You just mess around and have fun. It is great. It is 100% the best thing this game did. It is so fun, and I know I'm gonna find myself just driving around and messing around and having fun so often in this game. I mean, I guess it would have been great if Nintendo had some like proper missions or a story mode, but I'm still happy with what we got. Now, I did say before that I wanted to talk about the music later, and that's because music in Mario Kart World is absolutely amazing. The remixes we got of previous Mario songs and Mario Kart songs is just insane. In fact, the coolest thing for me was when they transitioned the Jump Up Superstar remix into Coconut Mall while I was playing, and that was just heavenly. Like, oh my god. Let me just play some of these remixes for you guys. Yeah, I think you guys could tell that these sound amazing. The soundtrack in this game is great, which makes it an even bigger shame that there's no music menu like there was for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which they added for the Boosted Course Pass. That would have been great. Like, imagine there was a menu where you could just listen to each track one by one, or hell, maybe some sort of feature where you could make your own playlist with all the songs in the game. I think that would have been sick. They didn't add that, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal. The music is still there. You can still listen to it during free roam mode, and it slaps. I guess that's all that matters. So now to answer the video's main question, is Mario Kart World any good? Yes, 100%. This game might just be the best Mario Kart game of all time. It is amazing. The track selection is great. The free roam mode, the upgraded visuals due to Switch 2 hardware, and the music, it all comes together to craft this truly amazing experience and an incredible launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. Definitely up there with Breath of the Wild and Wii Sports as one of the best Nintendo console launch titles, and honestly, maybe even one of Nintendo's best games of all time. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're so close to 600 subscribers, and we could maybe even get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, which would be incredible. And if you guys did enjoy, you might actually enjoy this video on screen where I talk about the best and worst track in every single Mario Kart game, so go check that out. But yeah, with that being said, yo guys, Crazy Tendo here, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.